Walk with me. So, what if your innate interests and talents and values are valuable? Now, I don't know what the implication of that is, I'm not gonna lie. But that was just a question that popped into my head today as I was sort of lamenting that I want a different income stream. Because, disclaimer, I've been door dashing, like, for bare necessities, bare survival. that is the only way I've been able to get myself to move for money this past year. Like, technically my vocation was supposed to be engineering. I was supposed to be programming. But as I started tuning into my body, I realized like coding was draining me. Like my shoulder would start hurting and I was pulling out my hair and I was always tense and stressed. And I'm not gonna lie, initially there was a sense of like mental stimulation. It felt like a puzzle because in isolation, coding is like a puzzle and I love a good puzzle, you know? That's how it started. But in the bigger context of projects and programming environments and getting set up and Stack Overflow and all this other stuff, and then you throw in pair programming, it stresses me out. It drains me. And that's not what I want to wake up to every day. I don't want to wake up and choose to drain myself, you know, choose to sacrifice my aliveness for the sake of money. So suffice to say, my cash flow has been this entire past year because I was stuck on, do I just cave and get the kind of job I'm supposed to get or be broke? And I'd been yo-yoing between that for so long until about a week ago when I was like, well, what if I got paid for my aliveness? Like, you know, the things that give me energy, the things that I'm like, this is why I'm alive, you know? The things that make me happy to be breathing air. What if money was in that loop? Because I'm already gonna do it, you know? I already want to dance. I write poetry, you know? I'm speaking right now. I have a voice, I have a story. And so what if money was in that loop, right? What if money was part of the routine of that? And that was like a revelation. I was like, holy shit, I can get behind that, you know? You know, in that sense of this feels like working smarter and not harder. So instead of breaking out of my routines and altering my life in a way that I don't care to, you know, as much as I don't care for door dashing, I like that I have the time and the energy to pour into my aliveness. And I love the concept of money being in that loop of aliveness. And I guess today it was taking it a step further and going, well, what if my aliveness is valuable? Right? And I don't understand the full ramifications of that sort of thinking just quite yet. But I get the feeling this is part of the mental framework and the kind of thinking I would need to take on to become the kind of person who is paid for her aliveness. If you get it, you get it. But just figured I'd share it. So that's it for this part of the journey. Until tomorrow.